I don't know who I'm dealing with.
Welcome to the Roan's podcast. I am the Roan. Welcome to episode 10. We do have a guest today. That would be Dave, my beloved husband. The man who deals with me every day and doesn't really know how to do it.
Every day.
Yep. This will probably be a very short podcast today. Um, so, what were you saying about waking up every morning? And our dogs are in company with us too, so. He's thinking. Very like see
What?
this is what it's like to live with me because you have no idea how to put it into words, right?
No, I do not know how to put that into words.
Um,
I would agree. Cause it's like a crapshoot. You don't know what you're gonna get or who you're getting in the morning. Who you get throughout the day. It is. Personalities change. They do. And just
what would you say would be one of your worst struggles in dealing with me?
the worst struggle with you is your I can't even think of the word.
Athena, stop.
What is the word I'm looking for? Your how is it called? What would you say it was? What do I call it? Your literalness.
The fact that I take everything literal and I think very
Yes.
literal on things.
Yes.
You got an example of one of those or no?
It's word soup. It is word soup. It's a game of play of words, their meanings, and what you would consider their meanings to be.
Would you say you and I have very different meanings and
Yes, we do. Your meaning could mean 60 different things. My meaning has one or two options. That's it.
yeah. Well, what I find really difficult is like when you say something meaning something else and I'm expected to know what it is that you mean. That's really hard for me. Like reading between the lines, that's really hard for me. But I try. But it's hard for me to get across to you that I don't understand it. Like because for you it's so simple. You grew up having to learn how to read between the lines. And I didn't like have to. I just pretended that I did, and that I screwed up a lot because of that. But thank you for being patient with me when things can be difficult.
And
Just a little bit here and there. A lot.
mm,
Not mine. You have difficulty with me on a constant basis. Makes life interesting though, doesn't it? Oh, he's staring down at the table.
say the least, it is interesting.
By the way, he's here very grudgingly. I just kind of clicked on the recorder and made him talk. So I'm desperate for somebody else to talk to. And I really wanted him to do it, like, a lot. I've been really wanting him to be here. I actually got requests for him to be on, so I did. That would be my best friend.
He's probably a lot like you.
Yes.
Yeah, well. You are definitely a cry on my patience.
There's good aspects to this, isn't there? A little bit.
Good
Mishka Marie.
aspects to what?
Hey, you come here. Come here. Athena's getting very pushy.
Well, about the time I learn who I'm dealing with,
Athena.
the narrator changes the plot.
No.
Yes, you do. So then I gotta go through and learn. Come here, Tina. Come here, Tina. I'm here. You can be included. You want to talk too? Yeah? Won't give you troubles too? Confuses you? Huh? Huh? Yeah. How about you, Molly? Oh, everybody wants to get in on this? Okay.
It's a family show right now. All the fur family. Well, not all of them. Oh, wait, here comes Mabel.
They are, as you are, very needy. Yeah, they are. Need constant reassurance. You do.
That can be. That's right.
Can be? It is with you. That thing is sometimes very taxing.
So, what was it like being the in a family where, let's say, it would be all of us, pretty much all of us had ADHD. The boys, me.
How was it like? Talk to the hand. Because you're both going to get the same response when you're talking to somebody's hand.
Here's Mabel. She's joined us.
Memory for you is not a good thing. Memory for others is not a good thing. Lay down, girl. For this for you, you go. Take and go. Take and go. Take and go.
She's not gonna take it.
I give it to her.
He's trying to pass out treats to make Athena feel better, so she's not barking, but she's not taking the treats. And Molly, of course, is. Oh, now she wants it because Molly wanted it. There we go. But Athena is the type of dog where she'll take it and she'll hoard it like a dragon. She'll hoard up all her little treats and she'll play right next to it and,
Attack anybody who gets close.
well, attack, but she'll growl or grumble or whatever. But
The dragon word.
yeah, but she'll let us take it from her if we need to. Like, we'll take it, like, if she has to go outside and she doesn't want to leave her treat, she'll let us take it from her, so then we'll watch it for her so she can go outside and come back in. We give it back. So she's an interesting dog. I think we've lost Dave.
You didn't lose me. You didn't lose me.
So what does a day, your average day with me, look like?
Personally, for me, it's figuring out who I'm dealing with. Which personality, which trait I get to see today. Whether it's I'm struggling and puzzled and can't remember you, or if it's the person who's spot on, does everything, but just has no clue where she's going with anything. One person that takes on 60,000 tasks completes none, or picks one task and is so damn fixated on it that she drives everybody insane.
I get a bunch of little stuff done, but never the one big thing I meant to do.
It's not that you ever get it done, it's that you get quite a ways through the whole thing, and then you get overwhelmed and you're done.
Yeah.
You're done. It's not done. You're done.
Mhm. How do you handle the days where I've been overwhelmed and I can't do anything?
How do you handle those days?
How do you, though?
Me? Sometimes I try to be supportive, and other times I try to stay clear. Because those days that you're overwhelmed, you don't know where to go, what to do. You don't know what to say or how or what you're dealing with. It's like a mind reading game, and you try to put yourself in the middle of it, and it's impossible to do sometimes with you.
When I have a meltdown, how do you try to help me with those?
Meltdowns?
Mm.
The ones caused by me are the ones that are caused by everything else.
Anyone in general?
Ones that are caused by my impatience. Because it's hard to understand what it is that you have to do just to be, how would you say it? Just to be, I don't know how you would interact with you. Sometimes sometimes it's an amazingly simple thing. And sometimes it's excessively complicated dealing with you. Sometimes I can find that your issue and your meltdown is just absolutely, to me, insanely stupid. Or your meltdown is simply because it has an issue that you cannot see the answer to because you're fixated
Yeah, I
in
do
a
get
direction
fixated.
that keeps you from seeing what's in front of you.
Yeah. And I know at those times it's really hard to break me of that fixation because I'll be so
True.
focused on there's nothing else. There's just that.
And then you're willing to fight
Oh yeah.
and argue
Oh yeah.
and raise hell.
Yep.
You're walking out, you're leaving, you're doing all kinds of stuff, but not seeing the problem.
Yeah. Because at that point I can't. I honestly can't. There's nothing else but that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really hard, but
And
I know
you get
sometimes.
mad at me when I ground you and make you sit and stop and I make you think to the point where you break.
Mm-hmm.
Or you melt down completely, you
Mm-hmm.
cry and you have your fit and you're extremely angry at me. And once you hit that point, then you're able to stop and understand, stop and see. Not.
Those are really difficult moments for me to go through. But I know after everything's said and done,
It's not
I
that
know
right.
I know it was done because you were trying to help me. It's just in that moment, I don't see that. But there are times where my meltdowns are other things focused, other hurts or whatever, and you pull me through those with such
You have
love and caring, and it helps me.
Your idea is to fight. You fight yourself and you fight what it is that you're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
And you fight me. Doesn't mean I'm always right. A lot of times I'm not, as you so duly point out. But you're married to a person who's a fixer.
You're the fixer and I'm the healer, and unfortunately, that only goes towards other people, not towards myself. So.
Yep. You can fix everybody in the world, but you can't do one thing for yourself. For other people, it's easy. For you, it's not. If someone just told you that you could fix other people, but you can't stop and look at yourself.
Yep.
It's not easy to do. I've learned to do certain things in my life to overcome obstacles that I have. My ways of doing things are for me and are not for you. But some of the things that I do and some of the things that I can do, I try to give you in hopes that you could pull something from it to make it easier for you. And you, clam, goes the wall. You don't want to hear it.
Because a part of me feels like you are telling me I have to do it that way. And
what you need to do is take anything that you can from what I am, what I've been able to do, and maybe apply it to you. It doesn't have to be done the way I've done it. You can't do it the way I've done it because I'm me. I've learned my own way, my own pathways.
Yeah.
They may not be for you, but something in it may help you. That's what I tried to tell you, what I tried to show you. It's hard work. It's not something you just do. You don't just fix yourself because it don't work that way.
Yeah.
It takes years and years of doing things a certain way. You say it's my way of masking. It's not my way of masking. I attack everything that I have. If I find something that overwhelms me or beats me down or puts me in a point where I cannot function and I'm stuck on it, I tear it apart piece by piece. I analyze every little thing that it is that it's hard to do. It's hard to do when you're straight line focused on something and you cannot see any reasoning. You just don't see it. You don't see the answers. You don't see the things you can do because you're stuck in that rut.
Yeah, there are times where it's like that. There's other times where I can, like my personal thing, stuff like that is really hard for me to get out of that stuck in the rut thing. But if like someone comes to me with a challenge for some sort of problem, then
It's
I
their
like
challenge.
that.
You can handle that.
Yeah.
But you can't handle that same challenge if it was you.
No. Yeah, we've had discussions.
Tunnel vision.
Yeah.
You have a bad case of tunnel vision. You can only see what you choose to see because it's the way you function.
I think that's the autism part of me where things have to be a certain way or they need to be a certain way, and any variance from that bothers me. But then I have the ADHD part of me that just is like the wild and crazy part that just wants whatever, you know. And those two try to coexist and they don't really.
It's like me. I have OCD and I have ADHD and I have to deal with you. And you are, sometimes I just sit there and I have to wonder.
You know, a lot of text messages there, Dave.
Probably Instagram or TikTok, but
yeah.
No, you are, to say the least, a challenge every single day.
And
Some wins, some losses. Depends on your meltdown and how far you go into the meltdown or how far you go into shutting down to the point where you actually listen. And it's not that you're not listening or it's not that you're not paying attention. Your attention span's like a goldfish. Every lap around the tank is a new day. It is. And any more than 2 minutes or 3 minutes of conversation with you is considered to be a lecture and no longer actable for you, because once you've heard it twice, you've heard it enough. Problem is, what you've heard does not stick.
That would be my working memory diffuser. Would you say that it's been a help for us to find out that these are my issues? Like with the autism and ADHD, do you think it's been a help?
After 20 years of dealing with you and kind of wondering if you weren't doing it just to spite me or just to, lack of better words, piss me off. Yeah, it's been a help because once I was shown once somebody had mentioned what it might be, then I kind of put two and two together because I deal with the same stuff. Not on the same level, but I deal with the same stuff. And now I got kind of an understanding of what it is that I deal with. And it's messed up. I know it is because the way I think sometimes isn't necessarily straightforward and whatever. It just, you come in through the back door and I'm not used to that. I'm used to straightforward. I'm used to people coming at me with questions. You come after me with novels. And I have to go through that whole novel and pick out the pieces that are important and what it is from that story that you just told me that's like an hour long. And sometimes it's only for one little tidbit of information.
And I can't stand that myself when people do that to me.
But you do it.
It's like, just tell me one sentence on what you want. Yeah, But yet I do it because that is the way I communicate. That's how I get, because it's like that part of me, I need to get every detail in there in order to get my entire explanation out to help you understand what it is I'm trying to get across, because my communication skills suck. So then I have everything, I put everything in there to try to fill in every gap so that maybe you'll understand what I'm trying to say, even though it's just like one sentence.
Well, the problem with your narration and the way you work is you'd be on a roll on about what it is you want, and all of a sudden, cat. And you'd be off talking about something somebody else did, or the moon, or I seen this on TV, and then you're back. It's like you have news breaks or something in the middle of your, and then when you come back, it's not where you left off, and it's like, wow, you have no idea
but
how hard it is to try to patch this part of the story into this little bit of the story. And all of a sudden you get this part of the story with a little ad lib in the narration.
But if you look at it though, there are connections woven about
connections. They're leaps and bounds apart, but they are there. And they're pretty sketchy connections. So sometimes you don't always get the right picture.
No.
And for me, it's almost never. And then I get into trouble because I didn't get the picture. I didn't get the answer. And then it's World War III and we're fighting over absolutely nobody knows what.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's an argument, and it's like after 20 minutes to an hour and everybody's so goddamn mad at each other and you want to walk out of the room and just ignore each other the rest of the day. And you had a damn clue on what the hell that reason was. You don't.
Or I could say something completely off the wall to make you laugh, and then.
Yeah. That is the total weirdness that you are. Absolute weirdness that you are. The weird factor.
Yeah.
No, it is definitely a world's greatest roller coaster with you.
Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Something. There's days I want to hang you from a tree, and there's days where it just hold you until your light bulb comes on.
Yeah.
And sometimes when the light bulb comes on, it's just a flicker. It flickers. It's like, no. Yeah, no. But anyway, it is definitely a task that is at times very overwhelming for me. And sometimes I just have to shut down and step away from it because I don't know what to do. Because no matter which way you go, sometimes it's just not a good answer. That's not what's needed because it could be anything. And with the wild ride over here at the Linsky Museum Park, it could be anything. But it's gotten a lot better from what it used to be.
Yeah.
Now that we kind of know what's going on, you know what's going on. I have a tiny clue what's going on, but
And I'm finding ways, at least trying to find ways to communicate better.
yeah,
The greatest, but I am
you're working on it.
trying.
Problem is communication goes both ways.
Yeah.
You can communicate, but you have to listen and hear a little bit too. And sometimes when I tell you certain things, to me, when I say things are implied, I know what it means to me and I know what it is. It goes over you like air passes around you. You miss the brain every time.
I don't get the read between the lines thing. Sarcasm is kind of hard for me.
It's not really a sarcasm thing. It's not really between the lines. It's just
if it's not totally direct, like
that's
I
the
want
problem.
you to pick up that can. Okay, that's one thing. That's direct. But you're like, I want you to pick up that thing over there because I need blah blah blah. I don't know what you're talking about. Or I don't even know how to explain it. If it's not direct, exactly direct, sometimes I have a hard time with it. And then I won't remember sometimes what you said.
No, that's true. Because I've had both hands on the side of your face, looking straight in your eyes, talking to you, and have you nod at me and actually say, yes, I hear you. You don't have to say it twice. And then 10 minutes later, I come in and ask, did you do it? And you look at, you never did that. You never said, yes, I did.
I used to think that was on purpose, and it wasn't. And I never
I
understood why
you
you would get yelled at for it.
during the day because I was at work and you were at home, and I couldn't get things done, and I'd ask you to do it, and I'd get home.
I used to think that you thought you told me those things, that you were thinking that in your head, and you just never told it to me.
No,
I was adamantly sure of it.
Hands on each side of your head and looked you in the eye and told you what I needed. And 10 minutes later, I asked you about what I said, and you swore up and down and wanted to go to war with me.
Bad days.
That's most every day.
I have good days where I remember stuff. I do. Don't even look like you're trying to figure out what day that was and what year.
Well, that's because it's true. I'm trying to figure out what day that was because I want to mark that shit on the calendar so I remember.
I do have. My working memory is crap, okay? But
And we've discussed what we could do about that, or what we could try to do.
We just haven't gotten yet. So.
There's all kinds of things. I mean, like I said, me, I have word association, or I have numbers, or I have all kinds of different things because I've used certain things to trigger myself.
I can't do that. I can't do that with the trigger thing because then I have to remember the trigger thing and what it triggers, and it's too complicated.
I know. I've watched you spell your name on a piece of paper and get stuck.
That's not true.
Well, pretty close. That's not true. Slight exaggeration, but yeah. You get halfway through it and it's squirreled. Mm-hmm. Any kind of paperwork.
Sometimes, yeah, paperwork's horrible.
Yeah. All paperwork's bad, and even when you got to put your name on it, it's bad. To you, it's like the poison. There's a poison sign on it with you, kryptonite.
Well, some days it's really hard to navigate. Some days it's just fine.
It depends on the mood and the world that you're in. And there are worlds for you. Personalities. Not saying that you are schizophrenic in any way, but you have moods. Personality and moods, and each mood has its own personality, its own character, and its own thing.
Mhm.
And it depends on your task that day. Your task is based on who you are, what you are, your moods. If you're a certain way and acting and doing a certain way and you feel a certain way, then you are able to do lots of things. And then when you're certain ways, on days that you're regressing or days that you're struggling, then
You'll forget it.
there's nothing. There's no progress. There's no even reaching you until you melt down. Once you melt down, then there's
I used to think that was
progress.
just a buddy thing, like it was just him that we had to
Oh no,
get him to do that. But you have learned that through the hard way. You
well,
have
it's not
learned that
pleasant.
it's a me thing too. So.
It's not something pleasant. I mean, it's not fun. Pushing a person to the point where they crack. That's not cool. I mean, you shouldn't have to do that. And sometimes walking away would be the best thing, but if you're stuck there and you can't,
At that point, I
you
can't see
can't go
anything
anymore.
else.
You're just stuck. You see one thing, and you see me as being the problem.
Mm-hmm.
You do.
And I don't see
And it's not me that's the
my
problem.
world
It's
is just revolved around that thing, and I can't. It's
well,
that answer.
it's
That
so
whatever.
bad that it becomes a war.
Yep.
For me, like I said, I'm here to fight with you. I'm here to fight for you. Either way. And it sometimes for me is a real struggle because for something that's so common sense, so simple, to you is like climbing Mount Everest.
Sometimes the most complicated things are for you would be really simple for me. So.
Well, like I said, it depends on your state of mind. If your mind is open and willing to see what's in front of you and hear what's in front of you, then you can make adjustments. You can move along. But if you're on a set of train tracks and you're going straight forward and there's nothing else around you except go, you never find your way.
No, you
You
help
miss
me.
your stop every time.
You help me. And
I tried, but that's like
rely on you.
stepping in front of a live terrorist with a gun. Wow, it's just oof, you fight. You do.
But you do help me though a lot,
I try.
and you do support
Sometimes
me.
helping you helps me because then I understand what it is that you're messed up over. Sometimes it's I don't even know how to say it. Just an amazingly simple. Or to me, it's like it's a no-brainer. But for you, it's like I said, it's a how would you say it? It's a monumental task. Like going to take a shower. I gotta get this. I gotta do that. I gotta
It's
set
an
this up. I
event.
gotta
It's
find
not
the
a
clothes.
task. It's
And
not
then
one task. It's an
4 hours
event.
later, we're still looking at getting into the shower.
Just like tacos,
And
making
then
tacos are an
letting the
event.
water hit you. And then, oh, I have to use a washcloth or a
No,
scrubby.
it's not. No.
So pretty much. And then it's 45 minutes later and soaking up
Mm-mm.
heat and water and listening
No,
to
I have a
music.
timer for my. I have a
You
timer
have
for
a
my
timer,
shower.
but you ignore it.
No, I do not. Although I did this morning.
That's see.
Normally
You tell me
it's
you
10
don't
minutes.
ignore it, but I listen to the thing go off.
I stay in the bathroom until I'm completely entirely ready for the day, and then I go out. I don't. That's not the whole time is not shower. Okay.
That's why you spend half the day.
No, I don't.
You're like,
45 minutes.
that's what I just said.
Not shower. That's not entire shower. Like 10 minutes shower.
45 minutes period. To you, that is a step-by-step procedure is absolutely earth-shatteringly complicated. For
It's
me,
like tacos. Tacos are an event.
no, they're not.
Fantastic. So
To me, I'm not a normie. I'm not. But for me, I need to take a shower. I smell. I need to go take a shower. Towel, clothes that you're going to get into after, in there, washcloth, shower, get out, dry off, clothes, done.
See, you just named a bunch of tasks. So
That
you
is
do
not,
think of it that way. You do
it's,
break it down into
but
tasks.
that's the simplicity of it. I mean, it's a,
Neurotypicals are just like, I'm going to go take a shower, and they just go on autopilot and they just do it. It's just
it's what I
one
do.
task. It's one task to them.
It is one task. Personally, it is.
You just named like 6.
Yeah, but to you, it shouldn't be that. It's a no-brainer. It's going to happen. You're in there. You're getting wet. You're washing up. You're drying off. You're getting done. Your clothes. And putting your dirty clothes in the hamper or whatever it is you got to do. It's not that hard.
Imagine
you,
going
it's a
your,
war.
imagine every day, everything that you do is a list of mini tasks for each task. It's like okay.
You have side tasks for your tasks.
Mhm.
You do.
Yeah.
And then you get lost on your side task and your quest, and then it turns into something other than that. And then pretty soon you're back to your task and like, well, why the hell did I go over there and do that? What was that about? And I sit and I watch this every single day.
Yeah.
You're the person.
So now you understand.
I'll go out and I'll tell, get the keys when you come out. And you'll come out, sit in the truck, and you'll look at me like, let's go. I'm like, keys. And you're like, oh, just a minute. Back in the house you go. 20 minutes later, after going to the bathroom, getting coffee, doing this, doing that, you come back out and you sit in the truck and you're like, keys? And you're like, and back in the fucking house.
Not that bad.
Pretty close. You've done it once. You have. Come back out after the whole reason you went in the house was the keys.
Well, if I come back in, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I forgot to grab coffee
Yeah,
when I went out the first time, so I gotta get coffee. Oh, then I gotta go to the bathroom.
And then you did this and you did that. And then you walk right past the keys, come back, sit in the truck, and I ask for the keys, and you're like,
that's also the time, the messed up time sense too, because I think that it's only going to take me just a second. Just a second, I can grab the coffee.
We don't want to talk about you being on time.
Yeah.
We don't.
So
that's a whole different thing.
Yeah, that's a whole new podcast.
You being on time is, you're going to be
it's
late.
Approved.
You will be late for your own funeral.
It's
You will. You will.
My time.
I believe you
my
will.
blindness has improved a little bit. But so
blindness?
We should probably wrap this up here real quick. But I do want to ask you, do you have any advice for anybody who has a significant other that you suspect they might have this or that they do have this? You have any advice for them? Good advice.
Good advice. Be extremely patient.
Yeah, patience is. Your patience
and love
is very much
those
appreciated.
people unconditionally. Doesn't matter what. You're trying to help them, whether they want to see what you're doing or not. And most of the time, they won't. They'll see you as a nemesis, somebody who wants to lecture, somebody who wants to control, somebody who wants to make them do things they don't want to do. And there's nothing like that being done. It's how they see it.
So
patience is everything. And listen and watch. And hopefully you don't make as many mistakes in the process like I do. Me, I'm black and white. You are like a damn rainbow. And I don't know what color I'm getting today. Or what you're going to switch to. Because you are situational. Very much situational. And that's why I tell you that I can be upset with you situationally. Because each situation with you is a story in itself. And only if you got the time to read between the lines and to see everything you figured out. Or you'll be like me and you'll fail miserably and have to reread it again.
Yeah.
But lots of patience. Lots and lots of patience. And that's battle number 1 for me because I am absolute no patience, man. I am. I'm hardcore, straightforward, and that's it. I expect action, and I do actionable things. I am actionable on everything.
You're doing a lot better with your patience, and you do show me
Oh, it is testing.
patience.
It's testing. It
And
is.
you have been showing me love and all that. I'm thankful for, because I really need you, um because you help support me and
Well, that is the
help me
idea.
deal with this, because this isn't hard for me. It always has been hard for me. I just never had the words to explain it or never understood why. I just thought, there's something wrong with me. But now I know what it is. I can learn, and I can be able to talk a little bit more, ask for help in ways that I couldn't before. And you've been um, willing to help me. And patience is very much key, because I can test everybody's patience. Just ask my
Oh,
boss, ask my husband, ask
you don't
you,
even want to go there about the patience
my
thing.
kids, ask everyone.
It isn't.
So
Patience only is an issue because your unwillingness to hear what people say.
mhm.
People tell you things and say things to you, and you go into self-preservation mode, self-attack mode, and you consider everybody to be an enemy at that point. You do. And it's not criticism. It's not.
I often wonder if I don't have what they call that, because I guess like the vast majority of people with ADHD have the rejection sensitivity dysphoria, but
You reject just about everything and everything that we try to put to you.
I wonder about that sometimes, because I always think people are upset with me and things like that.
Yep.
So
No, that's one of the things I get upset with you the most. Because you're constantly, what did I do wrong?
mm,
Didn't do
every day
anything wrong. There was nothing that you did wrong.
I perceive it in that way, and then
Everything is a threat. Everything is that way with you. You assume that we think that you did something wrong. Nothing wrong. It just, we're questioning in what it is that you were doing and why would you put yourself in a situation like that.
um, one of these days I'll do some more research on it, and then maybe I'll do a podcast on it, and to talk to my therapist about that and learn more about it. I want to maybe have him on as a guest at one point, not necessarily talk about me, but just talk about things, you know about this subject.
You are the whole issue. You are.
I don't want him delving into my personal issues on here, but we could, he could shed some light on this um, operating system. The ADHD is the operating system.
Well, the hard
And
wires are
autism.
burnt.
Yeah.
They are.
Well, when I got the
The
two
reboot's
operating
kind of
systems
messed
going
up.
together, and they're like,
And now the quick patch is kind of like flying a spaceship with all the wires hanging out all over the dash. You don't know what you're going to do or what's going to happen.
Experiment.
No, you are definitely a challenge. You've been since I met you. We got 21 years together, 22.
Yep.
And it's
Ish.
been to say the least, a hell of a ride. Now we have a little bit of information that's made big differences. At least for me, it has. For her, she's still fighting. You'll always fight. That's what you do.
Well, I want to thank you for taking time out to do this with me. I do appreciate it. I know you didn't want to,
I
and
did
I
it
kind of
under
made you.
duress.
Yeah, you did. He literally did. I made him sit here and do it. But I so much wanted you on here because I think it's really important, and it means a lot to me, and I appreciate it. So thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Don't try it again.
And thank you, listeners, for joining in for this extra special long edition here. But I appreciate you guys listening, and have a blessed day. Thank you. More later. Bye.